Hello, my name is Teo, and I'm here to share about our process school meeting. We planned some next steps and some process changes. So I'm going to share a screen and go over with some of the things we discussed. So next week, first thing, Treasury Guild session. No, not this week actually. We have a Treasury Guild session and it's on 17 UTC. And our main agendas are what would be the hourly rate of 1 hour that we could use as a standard to calculate task estimates. And then introducing budget weight we have in the translation tasks, and how should we protect funds and tasks from volatile market, and establishing kind of boundaries or what we would need to consider. And finally, we ideate on next topics, and one of them I would suggest is how we answer how do we legitimize this working group. I feel like this is going to be a fun discussion. So if you are interested in how to distribute words and what documentation is needed and operations on that side, then I recommend you joining. Another thing, in the Discord, there has been an interesting discussion about, there are different people who want to do stuff, but they don't have exactly the tasks to do that. And then we kind of talked down that it could be a survey, but apparently today we actually have the survey already, and it has over several hundreds of responses, or like 366. And from here we could get some an overview what people are interested to do, and based on that information I wonder if who are interested in either like creating videos or creating graphics or creating content either in text or video, then simply propose and make it like a task-like, and propose it in Discord channel or as a document. Basically in Discord we will be waiting for that information, or drop them in here in this Miro board and I will look over them. And based on these tasks in the process guild, everybody who joins there, we will choose the tasks and ideas and the costs they think they need in order, or the resources they need in order to pull that thing off they want to produce. And we simply agree to accept these tasks or put it on a backlog for more refinement. And to which gets accepted, either the person who created the task or whoever else is interested in that. We could also leverage this survey to contact those people and see if they are interested in that task. And if that is picked up and completed, then we just improved our process grid and the way what things could be done. Then the next activity is translation status changes and next steps. So when we were set, so I was working on the update process, and when we had that was our first process, but we actually noticed that it's a bit different in debug. It like splits into two. So updated the Miro board. This is the SingularityNet process guild Miro board, and here is now the full process of current, the one we have testing in the podcast, where people join in, and then once person is joining in, it creates like a spin-off tasks, one-time tasks, which then potentially onboards the person into an actual task. And either way, these tasks answers to the main tasks, and then based on the state of like visual representation. Like if task is getting too long, like hundreds of people there, then we can move on to archiving and sharing the results. Otherwise, we could just collect the people unapproved and rejected in one single task and keep it as just like an administrative invitation. And here are actually the onboarding activities which get rewarded. Rest of the things will move as we see. We planned before. We haven't yet started testing entire that process, but next process could in 10 UTC next Tuesday. Hopefully we move on with that. If not, we have to start thinking about splitting process Guild into two, where we are actually working on improving the existing tasks management and processes, and then splitting into a strategy side of meeting two, where we give these kinds of information, what I'm sharing you right now, and thinking about, okay, what other meetings we're gonna have and how do we progress in a larger scale. Which, although is somewhat ambassador town hall, but that is like even more high level. I will say that. If you want, you can use this video on ambassador town hall. Anyway, so that was the translation tasks. And finally, or like two more things established in the last town hall, it was more interaction was around establishing an ambassador YouTube. And behind that, I also think we should have like a common access there. For now, it's Grandano, Felix, Peter, me, and Ian. But whoever also is going to need uploading access or changing or works on any of the areas or wants to improve the way the YouTube is present or what is there, what is uploaded there, then you're welcome to join. And let us know your email and we can add you to the YouTube list. And then changes in also in Zoom, in like the way we meet. I would like to start using Zoom and then start giving like Zoom licenses to everybody, so they are able to record meetings. Oh no, it's not a meeting. It's like these overviews to everybody else, and then possibly upload that in YouTube. And so we have like an internal database, but also like community facing for those who want to do stuff and want to see where we can collaborate and what could we do for each other. Yep, that's it. Thank you. I'm gonna close it now. Cool.